What's going on, everyone? I am just a typical, average American here today to react to some insane winter weather happening in Ontario, Canada, right now, actually. The thing is, for us Americans, Canada is known for being really, really cold and having these crazy winters and snowstorms. But according to this weather report, what's happening right now in southern Ontario is actually like record breaking. I heard somewhere that like the temperatures in some parts of Ontario are technically going to be the coldest areas in the world for like short periods of time. Like that's insane. Like colder than Antarctica? Like what? I don't exactly understand what's happening with all that. So today, I really want to take a look at this news report, looking at how things are going currently in southern Ontario, and I think specifically this is going to show a bit of Toronto as well. So let's take a look.
But we begin with that powerful winter storm that swept across much of the country, breaking records in southern Ontario over the weekend. And we have a shot for you live of Toronto right now. It looks pretty, but it is causing a big mess as well.
What? Where are we? I'm not very good at geography, but I guess like, oh, maybe this is Lake Ontario, I think. Anyway, the body of water by Toronto. Why does it look like the North Pole? What? Why does it look like glaciers are forming? That's how you know it's cold. Where are the penguins? Where are the polar bears? I don't know. Okay.
Well, city crews have been plowing through the snow left behind overnight. Hopefully, you can just stay home and watch the show and see the pictures of how cold it is out there, because certainly commuters are being urged to give themselves extra time this morning if they do have to go into work. Travel.
You guys are going into work? You guys are, I mean, right. That's like what Canadians do, right? I suppose. Like, you don't let weather like this stop you, or from what I understand. Here in the United States, like even where I am, in Indiana, like there was like in the last day or two, there was like about 12 inches of snow. Like it's amazing. Like, and believe me when I say society around me is shut down. The schools are closed. I think they're going to be closed. They've already like decided they're going to be shut down for like the next week. In my state, I'm pretty sure there's technically a winter state of emergency. Nobody's going anywhere. Like a lot of people aren't going. Like a lot of businesses aren't open. People don't have to go to work. People don't. You literally. This is like the craziest it gets, especially in my part of the United States. It's kind of funny, I think, maybe comparing the reaction of like a lot of Americans and like how our society is shut down currently, with like what you're doing in Toronto here. Apparently, life goes on.
Disruptions are expected to continue through the day today, including, of course, road closures, lane restrictions, and lots of flight cancellations as well. Most schools in the city and the surrounding region are also closed today for a bit of a snow day.
Whoa! Wow! That's how you know it's bad. Because there's like this big winter snowstorm cell like basically passing through North America, right? Or so like a lot, all of Canada and all of the U.S. is basically being hit. I think they have snow in Texas right now, if I'm not mistaken. But the most intense is going to be like the further north you are. So obviously, like, and Toronto, how many like millions of Canadians live there? It's like the most populated city, right? So that's crazy. Anyway, I guess people are still making it. What's what, what's go what's going on here? What is this?
So in the end, Toronto was buried under near
What's going on here? What's this? What are you doing? You got out your skis and your poles? Go home. Go back to bed. What are you g- you guys are crazy. In a good way, you know. Bless you. This Canadian literally got their skis out. Is this normal? I gotta know now. Is this what you do? You're out there like in your ski suit? More power to you. Seriously, respect. And then how are you driving around in this? Like, not just mentally, but physically. How are your cars literally moving? Like, we don't know how to drive through just the snow that's here in the U.S., which is less.
nearly 60 centimeters of snow yesterday. That is the most snow ever recorded in a single day at Toronto Pearson Airport. To put that,
This freak. I can't get over. I can't get over the people skiing around Toronto. That's hilarious. That's amazing. 60 centimeters. Um, God, how many inches is that? Is that like 30 something maybe? Let's just cut it in half. So like 2 feet, 2 to 3 feet? Is that roughly 2 to 3, like 60 centimeters in like a day?
into perspective, more snow fell in just 6 hours on Sunday than the airport typically sees in an entire January.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It has mostly stopped snowing across southern Ontario and the greater Toronto area, but it is still lingering in parts of eastern Ontario.
Look at these snow plows. Man, I wish we had these. The snow plows in my area haven't really come around yet. It's getting a little concerning. Like, there's not a big organization or effort to do that for a lot of like medium or small sized American cities. Oftentimes they just get normal pickup trucks and put big shovels or whatever in front of them. This looks like like this thing. This is like a tank. These plows that you got. Like, this is how you do it.
January. Wow. It has mostly stopped snowing across southern Ontario and the greater Toronto area,
Wow.
but it is still lingering in parts of eastern Ontario.
Wow, look how crazy it is. These things are literally buried. This looks like Antarctica. But the road is actually like pretty flat. Like, that's amazing.
Towards Ottawa as it makes its way.
Also, what's his... I think I'm just getting used to it at this point. There's just a person walking around in this. Like, you walk around in most U.S. states right now, maybe a lot of Midwest or Southern states. It's a ghost town. Nobody's out doing this.
East towards the Maritimes, where we know we'll be tracking this story as well. But my
Their
goodness,
dog.
looking at these shots right now, let's linger on Toronto for just a second here. Trisha Kindleman is outside for us this morning and somehow still smiling. Trisha, just love that about you.
Well, it is a winter wonderland, I guess, if you're going to try to look at it with a glass half full perspective. You touched on some of those totals, Chris. 40 to 60 centimeters of snow around the GTA and those outerlying areas as well. You talked about some of those.
GTA? Like Grand Theft Auto? What is GTA? Hold on. One sec. I've around the GTA. GTA Canada. Greater Toronto Area. Got it.
Cancellations for schools. GTA entirely shut down. A number of other regions also calling it a snow day, canceling those bus services as well. And now
That's crazy. Because I'm pretty sure in Canada, from what I've heard, you guys can put up with a lot of snow. So I know this is like record breaking, right? This is like historic, this snowstorm happening. Um, if they're canceling school in Canada, like it's legit. That's all I can say. Real quick, I want to take a look at this other video, which is showing more about like what people are doing, getting around Toronto and in this storm, and it's got a couple more clips of it, I think.
A Sunday snowfall blanketing the city with white.
What do you think of the weather?
Oh, I think it's really cold. Yeah, really cold, and this part is windy.
That it is. It is cold. What do you think about this? It's cold. Yes.
A storm people were told was
Indeed.
coming.
You're getting blown around here.
Yes.
But you're out. You're enjoying it?
Yeah, enjoying it a little bit, but it's definitely affecting our lives.
Those who
Enjoying it? I mean, for a lot of us Americans, like I'm genuinely enjoying it because it's like very novel. It's like with this, we haven't had anything like this, like getting this much snow here, and I can't even remember. It's actually really exciting. It's actually really cool. But like I said, people were anticipating this storm coming in the U.S. And it's literally like true that people were going to the grocery store prepping like it was like the apocalypse coming. Like they were out of all the groceries at the grocery store. I tried to go to get food for my family to survive. Now we have to survive on frozen pizzas. Dang it. So, oh man, isn't that just tough? Ugh, I don't know how I'll survive. But yeah, like people were literally losing their mind here, going out, like buying up all the groceries, water, milk, everything. Like the stores were crazy. And, yeah, in anticipation. I don't know if like people do that in Canada or probably not, because you're like, you're going to be able to go out and about and go to the store and probably, but maybe you get a couple extra boxes of like cookies or whatever, another bag of milk or whatever. I just feel, I can't help but feel like the approach has to be different between Canadians and Americans. Because it's funny, we're both being affected by this same winter storm, just us less so. But the effect might be more on us in a funny way.
needed to get somewhere faced delays, whether on public transit.
What is this guy doing?
It's definitely affecting our lives.
Those who need
Oh yeah, they asked her if this is fun. Yeah, anyway, that's funny. What? Look at this guy. Like, that people are just like out, like doing on their scooters or moped.
needed to get somewhere faced delays, whether on public transit or in
Wow.
vehicles.
What is this thing? Look at this thing. This is like a streetcar, a tram, so, whatever. I think they have these in New York City, to be honest. It's not like just a Canadian thing, but yeah, I've never been on one of these. This is probably, yeah, because Toronto's like a huge city. Yeah. Anyway, public transport. That's cool.
Public transit or in vehicles. Road conditions included whiteouts. Police urged drivers to stay off highways if possible, but the OPP shared they've already received 100 calls for collisions and another 100 calls for cars getting stuck in these snowy conditions over the past 24 hours.
Oh my, look at this highway. People are just out on the highway? Oh my God. So, for like Toronto or Ontario, are you expected to like get into your job, like show up in this? Because like I said, for a lot of us here in the US, we are not expected. Like if you just call in to your job and just say, oh, they didn't plow my neighborhood, I'm stuck. Like that's basically the end of it. Like you don't have to go. It's kind of funny. In this shot in Canada, people are just like out on the highway driving in this.
100 calls for cars getting stuck in these snowy conditions over the past 24 hours across the GTHA. The snow
Jeez.
forced all kinds of cancellations.
I just can't get over how many people are out. Like, I can't get over it. People, I mean, this is a major city where people don't, like, use public transport and walk. I hear that you actually walk places. But it's just funny to see.
But not the scheduled NHL game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, I mean, you can't miss the hockey game.
Not showing up was not an option for this man.
We're here in Toronto, Canada, as always. This is expected weather.
I came down by train. Let somebody else take care of the driving for me.
The city said it was prepared for the storm with snow clearing equipment and staff ready to go once the snow started.
Whoa, that's cool. See, you guys have this like big process, this coordinated snow plowing effort with all these massive trucks. That's how you do it.
Came down by train. Let somebody else take care of the driving for me.
The city said it was prepared for the storm with snow clearing equipment and staff.
Wow, I can't get over these roads. You would never even know the snowstorm hit. These roads look amazing. That's amazing. You guys cleared the roads in like a day?
Equipment and staff ready to go once the snow started.
There are 600 snowplow out there, and we have deployed 1,300 staff, and they are plowing our street.
The goal of this is to keep cars off the road so we can do two things. One is plow right to the side of the road, and secondly, make sure on those priority transit routes that transit continues to work.
For some, the snowfall was something they wanted to experience.
You know, the view is really beautiful.
These friends from Mexico wanted to capture the storm on their cameras.
This is my first blizzard here in Toronto, so I wanted to experience this and take good photos. You like this weather?
Of course.
That'd be me, like taking pictures of snow. Canadians would be like, "What are you doing? Stop. You're embarrassing yourself." It's like, snow! Canadian snow. Whoa.
Was that?
You're dressed for it.
Yeah.
A few went out dressed in shorts, and still others treated this Sunday like any other.
Why are you running on a day like today?
Sorry.
No time to talk. For those
Sorry. The most Canadian response, you couldn't even script it. Sorry.
venturing out, it was no big deal.
Why'd you come out today?
Why not? I mean, it's just a day.
Canadians are different. If you dragged your child out like this guy, and look, they've got their baby in a big poofy warm jacket. You do that in some parts of the U.S., they're gonna like call you in for child abuse or something. It's definitely different expectations. Maybe not that crazy, but you just have these big poofy furry coats. Like, I guess that's just kind of standard.
Now, the one thing about this snow is it's pretty light, but the reality is it's still snow. It's still pretty deep. It's making it hard to get around. City had a press conference at 5 o'clock today. The mayor and the city manager talking to reporters saying, look, people are going to have to be patient. They're going to do their best to get the streets cleared as quickly as possible. They're prioritizing TTC bus stops. They want to make sure people can get around that way tomorrow. But the reality is cleaning all those streets, that's not going to happen in a very timely way. It's going to take time because it is still snowing now, and it's still snowing significantly. And that adds to this problem here, Kevin.
Wow. That's cool. That I know this focused like mostly on Toronto, but it's kind of cool to see. And like the focus on getting the public transport system working, that's really cool. Yeah. I obviously I'm aware of the snowstorm happening because it hit me even. But I know it's like way more dramatic in Canada, and I heard about Ontario being like one of the coldest places on earth. This during the so I had to just see it for myself here, and it was really, really cool, really interesting, very different. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, especially if you're Canadian and you're or in Ontario or Toronto and you're affected by this. That'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.